All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Caffeine and Crypto. My name is Vega, SerpentX Special Forces. We do this stream every Saturday. I welcome you to join me with a caffeinated beverage of your choice. If you don't like caffeine, drink some water, juice, whatever you like. I'm really tired. I didn't get much sleep last night, but I got my tried and true NOS. I know some people don't like the taste of NOS. They prefer Monster or this or that, but got my NOS going on. How are you all doing today? Thank you for everybody who's been catching up with Crypto Mikel, Red Panda Mining, and myself. This is Saturday Morning Crypto, and we appreciate everybody from around the world, Venezuela, wherever you may be. Check out the shows and hanging out with us, really. So it's actually been a pretty good week. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I mean, right now, okay? We were sitting kind of stagnant. We're still in that range, right? We could always, go back to 32, bounce between 32 and 34. But it's good to see, a run up. A small one, but a run up nonetheless. Bitcoin dominance is down around 47.42%. It's good to see Ethereum gain some traction because right now mining profits is a lot better, especially with EIP 1559 on horizon in August, I believe August 4th. We want to kind of accumulate as much Ethereum as we possibly can. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I am definitely trying to accumulate as much Ethereum as I possibly can. Yes, please smash that like button, all of you coming over from Red Panda Mining. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. First off, I want to start off with the sponsor of this live stream. So this shirt is a shirt from the SerpentX collection off of dojlord.com. So let's go ahead and run it. All right, bring it all back. All right, so you can see we got a nice little push up here. I mean, there was a buy signal that flashed on the 20th of July. I would say around what time? Late at night for me, basically. So during the evening hours, and I'm not sure what has produced such a run up, but I'm not a TA person, and none of this is financial advice. I just want to say that I do believe that, as countries are going around saying they want to ban this or regulate this or do that, excuse me, NOS makes me burp, that we got places like India and other countries going ahead and, seeing that their current fiat is being devalued, so they wanted to get into something that's kind of a store of wealth. HODL for life. So Bitcoin gang. All right. Well, I made it. I'll show you how to make it, but all right, I'll get with you. So, thank you everybody for coming around. High Speed Miner, thank you for being a member. If you guys haven't signed up for the X Special Forces, it is down below. Unfortunately, memberships were suspended or paused if you were signed up for mine because my channel was deleted. If you guys weren't aware of that, my channel was suspended by YouTube. They found it to be incorrect and reinstated me. However, I did create a video that was released yesterday about that if you want to go ahead and check it out. It's something that a lot of us in the crypto community has been dealing with, but also the same answer that they gave me, they gave Rapid Mining. They reinstated me, but they didn't reinstate Rapid Mining. So if you haven't checked it out, please follow us on Twitter and retweet or @ or whatever to help promote and get YouTube to understand that Rapid Mining is one of our fellow crypto content creators. He's having to start from scratch, and that really sucks. So, but we're not the only ones. Not just crypto people. Just YouTube in general, right? All the spam bots, all the craziness going on. But my video does shed some insight. So, moving on. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I won't acknowledge everybody individually, but I love each and every one of you. So, Bitcoin crashes below 30K, but on-chain data suggests accumulation is brewing. Now, take note, the article was released on the 20th, but I'm just going to read some key points here. So, despite Bitcoin crashing below 30K, for the first time in 1 month, on-chain metrics suggest wells may be steadily accumulating BTC. So have I. So I hope you, even though you may not be a whale, you're accumulating BTC, whether you're mining it or dollar cost averaging. I would recommend either or if you have the capability to do so. According to Glassnode's Monday, the week on-chain report, Bitcoin reserves of centralized exchanges have continued to evaporate despite the recently sustained bearish momentum, with an average of 36,000 Bitcoin, roughly 1 billion, being withdrawn from exchanges monthly. Glassnode's infers the shrinking Bitcoin reserves on exchange are indicating large investors moving BTC into secure storage rather than leaving the coins on exchanges, which I would recommend. Never leave large amounts of your crypto assets on exchanges. If something happens to that exchange, it gets hacked or whatever, you guys could be SOL. GPU Risers signed up. Thank you so much. Anonymous Miner, appreciate you guys joining the X Special Forces. Don't forget that once you join, you will be able to go to the main channel page after this video, or on a different tab, and go to the community section and make sure you get that Discord link to join if you're not already in here. Discord is protected, so you do have to verify, but it's just to stop the bots, and I do apologize for having to put Discord behind a paywall, but it's just getting ridiculous. And I'm not even as big as Red Panda Mining, and I'm dealing with so many scams and spams and, you know, Hacker Noon this and WhatsApp that. It's just I can't keep up with it all by myself. YouTube needs to do better. Glassnode, continuing on here, Glassnode has identified a recent increase in the number of entities HODLing Bitcoin since May, which increased from roughly 250,000. Oh, you guys are signing back up. Oh, you guys got kicked out completely? Red, let me know that. Did you get kicked out completely? I thought you said it was paused. That sucks. I lost all my members. That sucks. Anyway, so yeah, Glassnode's saying good things are happening. Basically, we're seeing more people take things off of exchanges, and we're seeing more entities get involved or get into the accumulation of Bitcoin. Let's look at this chart here, see if we can figure out what's going on. So net entities growth. All right, so entities buying Bitcoin growth is increasing, rising, receiving entities. Okay, more creation, declining, sending entities, less destruction. All right, so just trying to HODL as much as possible. Despite emphasizing signals suggesting accumulation, Glassnode noted heavily divided market sentiment, predicting extreme volatility may be intermittent for the markets, or imminent for the markets. So with less on the exchanges, less buy orders, if somebody puts in a big sell and people get liquidated, we can have a big swing in some form. Now, we did have a big swing, but it was an upward motion. What will happen if we have a huge sell order, or Will decides to do so? So, yeah, with everybody cracking down, different countries, yada, 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 saying Bitcoin's bad or banning or regulating or whatever, people are getting out of the game, the weak hands, but I know people like you are staying in the game and accumulating more. So Jack Dorsey, another person famous in the crypto scene, Bitcoin is key for the future is what he says. We all know that it's the largest market cap, blah, 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 whatever. We all know Jack Dorsey, blah, 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 whatever. But Bitcoin's a big part of the company's future at the second quarter earnings, outlining digital currency's potential to further transform Twitter products and services. So Bitcoin is available in Cash App, which is a Jack Dorsey product, along with Twitter. But how is Twitter going to implement Bitcoin in the future? That's really interesting to me. Now, just to let you know, if you're new to the channel, Caffeine and Crypto, I go over various news articles that I find significant. However, there may be articles or information out there that you guys would probably be like, why don't you talk about this? I may not catch every single one, but there is something good. If you're in the Discord, you can always feel free to tag me inside the general chat and get my attention before the stream starts, and I'll do my best to keep up to date. So Jeffrey Harrison, did you, all right, so Red Panda got kicked out. Jeffrey, you upgraded, so you didn't get kicked out. That's really weird. I don't know why YouTube did that. Anyways, YouTube suspended me and kicked all my members off. Great. All right, so referring to Bitcoin as a native currency of the internet, Dorsey describes opportunities to integrate BTC in his existing Twitter services, including commerce, subscriptions, new features such as Twitter tip jar and super follows. Guys, if that gets implemented, I want that on my Twitter profile. Twitter tip jar and super follows. If you guys aren't already, make sure check out the links in the description or look at the main page banner and follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with everything. The CEO explains to investors that a lot of Bitcoin-enabled innovation is above just currency to be had. As Twitter is committed to decentralized social media, right, okay, and provide more economic incentives, he noted that Bitcoin is one of the 3 key trends for Twitter's future alongside artificial intelligence and decentralization. Okay, so he means working towards decentralization, not decentralized now. I think it's hugely important to Twitter and to Twitter's shareholders that we continue to look at the space and invest aggressively in it. Dorsey emphasized that Twitter is not alone in its commitment to crypto, citing aggressive digital currency development by social media giant Facebook, which expects to pilot its Diem cryptocurrency later this year. But unlike Facebook, Twitter will one day focus on BTC as a native internet open standard. Well, I could see, I mean, if Jack Dorsey has Cash App and Twitter, I could see him kind of linking Cash App and Twitter. So, like, if you super follow or do a tip on Twitter, it goes right to my Cash App. That will make things a lot easier. It's already being handled, processing, all that good stuff. And the cool thing is, if you guys aren't aware yet, if you're using Coinbase to dollar cost average into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, because Cash App doesn't, they don't have any other currencies. It's just Bitcoin. What I would suggest, let me bring you guys in here. What I would suggest is if you're just doing Bitcoin and DCAing into Bitcoin, I would consider using Cash App. Now, here's why. Yeah, you got a KYC and all that stuff, but if you bought $10, you will only get charged 22 cents fee versus where $10 on Coinbase will be $1 or 99 cents. So it's cheaper to DCA into Bitcoin with Cash App than it is with anything else. And somebody's calling me. Bear with me 1 second. Let me switch you back over to this page. It's just a spammer marketing. And by the way, I noticed I've been getting stuff in the mail. I threw it out, but Not Your Normal Miner and myself got some mail from some company called Hex. And it's very scary that they got our personal information. Very scary. So if you're getting letters in the mail talking about crypto projects now, that's worrisome. How did that get that information? I don't know. But just be careful the information you share. Obviously, when you KYC with these companies, there's probably some privacy or policy agreement or something like that to where they can sell your data, which sucks. But welcome to the new world. Moving on. China's pumping money out of the U.S. with Bitcoin. So it's using Bitcoin to funnel money out of the U.S. Hang on, time out. So we got Stevik here asking which graphics card is best to buy right now. Well, let's look at that. Real quick. We'll be quick. It's okay. All right. So let's say I want to get an RTX 3060 Ti. So 2060. Let's go shopping. At the voicemail. And be careful with some of these no-name vendors, by the way. Like this right here, GPU Paradise. This is what I was talking about. These guys just pop up, get your money, get the heck out. So honestly, if it was a new generation, I would say 3060 Ti or 3070. However, you shouldn't be spending, $1,200 plus on these GPUs. You shouldn't even be spending $1,000 plus. But unfortunately, the only way to get it realistically is with the secondhand market on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or maybe bump it into somebody local. For older gen GPUs, I did a video on cost to build a mining rig with 2070s, and that came out pretty decently as far as daily profit and stuff like that. So I would say I like the 3060 and the 3070 on Nvidia if we can get it at a lower price than what it's currently being sold at. But we have an article we're going to talk about later on this series, so hang tight. As far as AMD side, I wouldn't even bother with the 6000 series unless you could get a 6800 for a relatively decent deal. Otherwise, try to get a 5700 XT. I really want more 5700s. I'm hunting for more 5700s, but yeah. All right, moving on. So China's pumping money out of the U.S. utilizing Bitcoin. America has taken a hit from higher tariffs and sanctions against Chinese companies and hasn't benefited from it nearly to the same extent. So to circumvent these sanctions that the U.S. put on China, they're using Bitcoin. It has cost the country up to 45,000 jobs. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce calculated that this situation puts exports on each state at risk. For example, the damage to Florida's exports alone has already reached 1.9 billion. Hi, I'm in Florida. We're getting screwed. At the same time, China has taken a smarter approach. It's not only imposed reciprocal sanctions and exports its products through intermediary countries like Vietnam, Taiwan, Mexico, stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. So the U.S. annually injected billions of dollars into the Chinese economy without even suspecting it. The reason is that the majority of Bitcoin, which is exchanged mainly from U.S. dollars worldwide, is mined in China. It hosts 65% of all mining farms to earn Bitcoin rewards. Powerful, yeah, whatever. We know all about that. On average, 900 BTC are mined every day, and the total daily revenue is about 31 million as at the end of June. That means that in just a year, the miners have earned $10 billion. So miner revenue for the last 12 months. You can see China here really up there. United States coming in. Now, I do know that since the restrictions have been placed on China, or China placing restrictions on its people, that people are trying to get out of there and bring mining farms to the U.S. However, the electric prices may not be as suitable as those other countries, but those other countries are cracking down. They can't afford to keep giving you power, especially as much as they need, that these farms might need. Yes, Steve Eck, 3060 Ti and 3070 NVIDIA, if you can get it as close to MSRP as humanly possible. And then 5700 XT for AMD, unless you can get a 6800 for a decent price. So let's not even continue about this, right? So basically, long story short, and all articles are linked down in the description, is China is circumventing the U.S. sanctions utilizing Bitcoin. Plus, they still have a majority of the Bitcoin mining hash rate, so they're making good money off of that. They're closing down shop for much of the small miners, but I would not surprise me if there's government-sponsored mining operations that are still in operation or still being allowed to operate within China's borders, but those smaller, maybe mid or large scale or ungovernment sponsored ones are trying to find other locales in which to mine that may not be the US, but I know the US is trying, or at least we're trying to get more mining farms here, especially Bitcoin mining farms, because we want to have the network decentralized, and right now much of the network hash rate is in Asia still. So Bitcoin miners now have a tool to verify their machine's hash rate. Now, I don't really understand this, but let me see if I can read through it. So Compass Mining, a mining consultancy, Navir, are rolling out a new tool that lets buyers and sellers verify the advertised hash rate of their specialized Bitcoin mining machines. Like most third-party verifiers tools, Hashtest is working to answer a common question for buyers and sellers. How does something actually work versus it's advertised? So the hash rate that it's advertised and the hash rate that's actual are two different things. In the Bitcoin mining context, is important because there are a few ways to verify how a machine is actually performing when plugged in and running at a mining site. That data is usually kept private by mining companies. Hashtest is a tool that they created for everyone to identify independent and unbiased information regarding an ASIC. Compass Mining CTO Paul said in a statement referring to the ASIC machines that power most Bitcoin mining operations, Hashtest will allow the sellers to demonstrate the performance of an ASIC to the buyer. Hashtest is the first globally available independent hash rate testing service, says Josh Medic, the CEO of Navir. We are not a manufacturer, we are not a mine, we are not a pool. We do not make firmware. Our only goal is to provide the most accurate and unbiased hash rate measurement. We believe these data sets will empower both small and large farmers to make more informed decisions. That's very interesting to me. I have no idea what the rollout is for this or what Hashtest is like, you know, what you got to do to get it pretty much. But I just figured this would be interesting to some of you Bitcoin farmers, because I know some of you got ASICs. Not all of you, but some of you. So, Canadian, all my Canadian family up there, Border Town suspends Bitcoin mining over aesthetic concerns. So, a town, Massena, a town in New York along the border of Canada, has placed a temporary suspension on Bitcoin mining operations in the area, according to the report by the Associated Press on Friday. Massena town officials mandated a 90-day you know, hey, get your crap done. Bitcoin mining activities due to aesthetic concerns. Okay. They're saying that the miners littered the roads with trailers laden with computer and other hardware required to mine Bitcoin. Interesting. We don't want it littered with these trailers that are pumping out Bitcoin. We just want to make sure if they are going to come here that it's a nicely presentable building. Okay, so they want them to buy a building instead of having these trailers that can be easily moved. Town officials will reportedly use 90-day warning to ensure that the roadsides in the center are decluttered with trailers and shipping containers are moved off-road. Meanwhile, the Mesena Electric Company is reportedly looking to sign deals with 3 crypto firms, according to AP report. The power company also has its own, I can't even say that word, on working with crypto miners, whatever, blah, blah, whatever. All right, so this town has a bunch of trailers in it with a bunch of mining hardware in it. Why would they leave the hardware in the trailers? Well, it's easier to move if you needed to. The problem with that is the town thinks it's not aesthetically pleasing, so they want them to get a building and become a permanent. They wanted them to become more permanent. As a town, you know, an electrical provider, you want to have a permanent relationship with somebody. You don't want somebody that's just going to use you for 6 months and then leave, kind of like your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. So, Canadian town Mesena cracking down. Just HODL, which I believe most of us are doing right now. Just HODL, Bitcoin, and Ethereum outperforms lower risk crypto index funds. All right. So in the past 2 decades, index and exchange traded funds, ETFs, have been some of the most popular forms of investing because they offer investors a passive way to gain exposure to a basket of stocks as opposed to investing in individual stocks, which increase risk of loss. Since 2018, this trend has extended to the crypto sector and products like Bitwise, 10 large cap crypto index, BTC, ETH, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Solana, all that stuff, tracking. Delphi Digital took a closer look at the performance of Bitwise 10 and compared it to the performance of Bitcoin following December 2018 market bottom. The results show that investing in BTC was more profitable strategy than going with the index, which is slightly less volatile, even though it is slightly less volatile. According to the report, indices aren't meant to outperform individual assets. They're meant to be lower risk portfolios compared to holding an individual asset, so it's not surprising to see BTC outperform its index. The index did offer less downside risk to investors as the market sold off in May, but the difference was trivial as BTC's max drawdown was 53% and Bitwise was 50%. Overall, the benefits of investing in index versus Bitcoin are not that great because the volatile nature of the crypto market and frequent large drawdowns often have larger effects on altcoins. So Delphi Digital says crypto indices continue to be a work in progress. Choosing assets, allocations, and rebalancing thresholds is a difficult task for emerging asset class like crypto. But as the industry matures, we expect more efficient indices to pop up and gain traction. This is really good stuff, guys. So basically, what I'm trying to say here and what the article is trying to say is just HODL, baby, HODL. You would have done better if you would have bought the individual, dollar cost average into Bitcoin or Ethereum than going into an index fund. Most I got 40 up. Why are you having trouble connecting, YouTube? Stop being stupid. Alright, so Ethereum also outperformed DeFi baskets. This usually only happens at nights. My apology, guys. So DeFi has been one of the hottest crypto sectors in 2021, led by decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, SushiSwap, so on and so forth, Aave, Compound, which I will have a video coming out soon of how to get your crypto to work for you. We're not going to even go in too deep to this arena here. But the DeFi space is continuing to do pretty well, and with the advent of ETH 2.0, things should get better. Just like I hope things should get better for that connection. I don't know why it dropped. I had a stable connection this entire time. Usually that only happened at night, and I thought it was something related to Comcast. Anyway, so we can't talk about cryptocurrency without talking about jerkface himself, Elon Musk. So, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has hinted the crypto industry is on its way toward greener future. Whatever. Why does it matter? I honestly, I just don't understand. Why does it matter? Why does it matter what he says about the crypto space? Anyways, speaking at the B word, which a lot of people talked about this event, I really didn't care. Jack Dorsey and Elon and Kathy Wood and everybody just talked about certain things. Musk said that they would most likely consider resuming crypto payments for its vehicles as a policy. The CEO said the company would be stopping in May because of the environmental impacts, blah, 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 blah. But he also says that there appears to be a positive trend in the energy usage of Bitcoin. But he also expressed skepticism at the speed in which the network had moved towards green energy sources. There's just no way you can basically double or triple the amount of energy in such a short period of time with renewables. Tesla's mission is accelerating sustainable energy. We can't be the company that does that and not do appropriate diligence on the energy usage of Bitcoin. So yeah, a lot of people are talking about this whole B word thing, and I really could care less. Musk also addressed some of the allegations from professionals that he had orchestrated a pump and dump scheme given his social media posts on cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Doge. He said that the only 3 assets of significance that he owned outside of SpaceX and Tesla stock is BTC, Doge, and Ether, which of course people attribute the current pump that we're in right now, which I do not, but whatever. I guess it's buy the rumors, sell the news, or whatever it is, anyways. So yeah, old Elon Musk at it again. There are people that are very upset with him, actually, alleging, because I don't know, alleging that his situation and what he did on Twitter unfortunately caused a huge market crash and hurt everybody. So I'm not sure why the internet made me lose more than half of the viewers. But my internet's good, and I've been dealing with this problem, but primarily from only on the nighttime, so I am not exactly sure what just happened there. All right, so we got back to 60. I'm sorry for everyone that dropped off. My deepest apologies for if you were watching this in the future and not live. This is not something we experience during Caffeine and Crypto. This is something that I may experience during the evening, when all the kids are home on the neighborhood. Because, when you're on a Comcast, Xfinity, or some type of broadband connection, your network would normally be shared amongst the neighborhood. And that's the only time that I would see something like this, so I'm not sure. All right, so you're pointing up. What are you pointing up at? No. I'm not on latency to be monitored. Stream settings. No. I just leave it on normal. I do low if I'm doing like some gaming, but I just leave it on normal. Expand their node. Noted. Cause yeah, I got a pretty badass router and a pretty badass modem. So I'm not exactly sure why I did that. We never dealt with this during the daytime. It's always been nighttime. So I'm very interested to see. But yeah, Comcast needs to get, just like YouTube, Comcast needs to get its stuff together. Moving on. So I didn't know too much about this, but Ethereum developer Virgil Griffith back in jail after allegedly checking Coinbase account. Why? So apparently Virgil violated the terms of his bail and has been taken into custody after allegedly accessing his crypto account. The remained order came from the United States District Judge P. Kevin Castile after Griffith reportedly sought to access his Ethereum assets held on Coinbase on May. The Ethereum Foundation researcher will likely spend the next 2 months behind bars. He is scheduled to be tried on September 21st on the charges of conspiracy to violate the sanctions with North Korea and faces up to 20 years in prison. Interesting. Very interesting. So, he violated his bail by checking his account. But I guess the real charge is the conspiracy to violate sanctions with North Korea. I guess try to supersede the sanctions using cryptocurrency. And I mean, don't we already have people in North Korea using cryptocurrencies to do better or to supersede or to build financial wealth because their country's crap? No offense. Well, I guess I can't. You're not going to even watch this, Kim Jong. So it doesn't even matter. Prosecutors sought remained on July 9th, claiming that Griffith violated bail terms that sharply restricted his internet use. He allegedly accessed Coinbase to contact the exchange to request the removal of account security functions, reportedly stating, "I'm going to need the two-factor authentication removed as the FBI took my devices away." Ooh. Defense lawyers claimed the attempt to access Coinbase was made after consulting his counsel, adding it was his family in Alabama that made the attempt on his behalf. Griffith was charged and indicted on January 7, 2020, after his arrest in November 2019 for conspiracy to violate the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. He was initially denied bail, but was finally granted a bond order for $1 million at the end of December 2019. Man, you're getting wrecked, bro. I'm sorry about that, but you're getting wrecked. That sucks. Still, the connection is off quite a bit. So OBS is saying that it's sustained 7.7 megabytes per second. I haven't seen it gone into the red at all. Can you analyze SwissBorg? What is that right there? Hang on. I want to know what this is. CHSB. Let's look at this real quick. So SwissBorg, and this is against Bitcoin, not the USD that you asked for on KuCoin. Let's zoom out. When was this bad boy conceived? 2018. I mean, pretty much it doesn't matter what you look at. If you zoom out, it still looks bullish. But I like comparing against the BTC value, not the USD value. It's all about those sats, guys. It's all about those sats. I'm not a TA expert. If you really want somebody that's good with TA, you should check out DCA Adventure J. He's pretty trading with the view. He's pretty good at that. But right now, just like all the other cryptocurrencies, we seem to be ascending. What's the... Well, I can't change anything. I don't want to change anything, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really know what SwissBorg is. Actually, let's go look that up real quick. Coin market cap. CHSB. All right. So what is this? So. Yeah. Okay, what is it? All right. SwissBorg is a Switzerland-based project aiming to bring independence and decentralization to personal finance. SwissBorg aims to revolutionize Swiss private banking and employ the power of blockchain technology and smart contracts to create a decentralized network for personal finance. So when you say I got a Swiss bank account, and everybody's like, ooh, is this like the alternative like Swiss bank account or crypto account? The project aims to create a democratic, decentralized, professional ecosystem enabling users to manage crypto portfolios with ease. SwissBorg creators also launched SwissBorg Wealth app, which further optimizes the management of personal finances. It's kind of interesting, but volume will be lower than what I would like. But I mean, look how low it is, and it's trending up just like most of the other cryptos. So I don't see like on the 24th of June or just recently on the 19th probably would have been a good time to get in. because it was 48 cents. Now it's up to 60 cents. You know, if this project actually takes off, great. It's very interesting. So 24-hour volume, 1 million. It's not too bad. It's available on Uniswap. They need to focus on trying to get available on more exchanges. If they can do that, that'll be very good for them as a whole. Not too much volume on Uniswap. You know, if they really want to be, if they're focused on just the Swiss area, then they're fine. But if they want to grow, then yeah, they need to expand and be available on other cryptocurrencies. Now, I heard their wallet. That's what I remember this from. So I heard their wallet was pretty cool. But see, that's the problem with right now. There's so many altcoins out there. You need how many wallets just to manage it all? You know, for example, Zelcore allows you to have a lot of your assets in there. Konami allows you to have all of your assets in there. But not all cryptocurrencies are available, and most of those wallets will wind up only allowing you to trade in stable coins, and that's it. Invest with your local currency. Buy and sell crypto using 16 fiat currencies. Safe and secure. So governance, staking. That's a big thing right now. Is a cryptocurrency that allows you to stake, so you can earn additional yield program. Put your CHB to yield program and get rewarded daily. So yeah, yield farming and staking is a big one. So burn mechanism, benefit from decreased token supply through our protect and burn mechanisms. So they're burning tokens. That's like the trend of today, to be honest. So I don't see this as a bad option right now, considering where it's at. I would say, you know, you missed the 19th, so let's see if it pulls back some. Maybe take a look at it, but yeah. That's about as far as I'm going to go on that. Not financial advice, just saying, because it's all these cryptocurrencies are following Bitcoin right now, right? So Bitcoin's going up, all the other currencies are going up. When Bitcoin goes down or draws down, then all the other cryptocurrencies are going to go down. Now, in the past, before we had this, you know, Elon opened his mouth and China did the ban thing and everything went crazy, you know, altcoins were doing good. They were decoupling from Bitcoin, which was nice. We need our altcoins to decouple from Bitcoin, so that way if Bitcoin rises or falls, the altcoins are still good. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's the biggest thing. So Sniper Pro nerf mods, that's the biggest thing for me, is what are the use cases of a cryptocurrency? I mean, look how many cryptos there are now. 11,045 altcoins or cryptocurrencies. There are so many what they call S coins, and you know what the word really is right now, that it's hard to find to find that one that's like, all right, this is going to be the market maker. This is the one that's going to blow up. Everybody talks about or shows various cryptocurrencies, and it's just people shilling it, the market talking about it, the news talking about it. It gets pumped, and then it dumps, and then people get mad, and then they leave the market. You really want good use case coins. Like, for example, I don't even have this article up, but Stellar Lumens is in the works of trying to get a deal going on with MoneyGram. Keep an eye on that. That's a good thing. If Stellar can work and get a deal on with MoneyGram, that's a good thing, and you should see Stellar do pretty good. I know XRP was trying to do that, but it looks like Stellar has a better chance. Now, nothing is finalized yet, but just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open. Chainlink, Oracles, Uniswap, top DeFi project besides Pancake, Cardano, real world use cases, like the thing in Africa where they're using it the blockchain to see or to store, you know, individual educational experience and history and degrees and stuff like that. Real world use cases. Bitcoin, as far as real world use cases, is available to be used as a currency. Now, most people aren't using their Bitcoin to buy various things, right? Like, you can use your Coinbase card, which most of you should have. If you aren't already signed up and it's available in your country, you should be. If you don't mind KYC. If you care about privacy, then obviously not. BitPay, you can connect to your Coinbase account. If not, and you could go and sell $50 of Bitcoin to pay for gas or to do this. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, at least the top ones, can be utilized in such a way to pay for your bills, your electricity, your food, whatever it might be. Real world use cases and tangible benefits is what I care about. Polkadot, a lot of good things coming out of that project. So Matic or Polygon. Now I haven't really got too much into internet computer, but I hear that's something I should have been keeping my eye on, and I didn't, like an idiot. But we'll see if I'm an idiot in the long run. I mean, I just care about real world use cases. Let's read this real quick. And this has nothing to do with caffeine and crypto, but I'm just going off on a tangent here. First blockchain that runs at web speed and unbound capacity, also represents yada yada. Ethereum scales contracts, blah blah blah. The same thing as everybody else. Okay, got it. Enables the complete reimagination of software. Dude, look. First frictionless blockchain with web speed and internet scale. Okay. I like coding. I'll play around with the SDK, node machines. Okay. So this would interest me, but I wouldn't go putting the house on it. Okay. We need to look for tangible benefits and real world use cases. Web 3.0, blockchain is end-to-end smart contracts that can now serve low-cost interactive web content. That's cool. Internet scale, internet identity. So, like, different projects is what you need to focus on. Like, a project that comes out with its own wallet, great, cool. I'd rather have a wallet that I can keep all my crypto in, not all in one spot, but that I could easily access and move things around if I need to and stuff like that. Right now, there's so many wallets that you have to have various cryptocurrencies. Is getting a bit tedious. That's why I don't have every single coin in the world out there, because I don't have the money to have 11,000 assets. But you want to be looking at real world benefits, tangible use cases, not just shilled by your favorite content creator or anything like that. Not that I'm talking against content creators talking about projects. It's just, just because they bring it up doesn't mean you should get into it, okay? Anyways, moving on. Reddit deploys layer 2 solution aimed at scaling Ethereum-based community points. Now, if you don't know, on Reddit, I always post my various performance numbers, hash rates, and stuff like that for all the GPUs. You follow me at CMVJax. Check it out. I wonder how this point system is going to work. Sorry, Harrison Daff says, quick question, should I be investing in other coins instead of just Bitcoin? I only have been mining Bitcoin and ETH, but should keep an eye on the stock of other coins. I would. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Bitcoin should make up a majority of your portfolio, but you want to look into other crypto projects that, again, have tangible benefits, real-world use cases, and that if you know the dev team that works for that group, and you know what they worked for, you know what they did, you have experience, or you have a history of them, then yeah, go ahead and grab a few. If you can convert a few of that Bitcoin into Chainlink, Matic, Cardano, whatever it may be, I would do so. Now, mind you, I have had Cardano since it was below 20 cents. That's how long I've been watching Cardano. So I'm just sitting back, chilling, I'm staking, and I'm earning on my crypto. That's how you want to do it. Again, another video will be coming out later this week of how to put your crypto to work for you. So you'll notice transactions happening much faster, and once you've created a vault, you won't have to keep claiming moons every month, said Reddit. If the solution is migrated to Ethereum mainnet. Social media platform Reddit announced they'll be using scaled solution Arbitrum to handle scaling an Ethereum-based community point system. In Thursday's announcement, Reddit Administrator Jaron said the platform had launched its own Layer 2 rollup using Arbitrum technology for its reward points. Reddit said it has deployed the Layer 2 solution on top of its Rinkeby testnet before it plans to migrate to the Ethereum mainnet. The platform cited the features of being decentralized, being developer-friendly, and having broad ecosystem support in this decision. It essentially rolls up transactions on a gasless sidechain with a separate set of security and consensus protocols that reports the batch transaction to Ethereum. The development team of the off-chain labs have touted the project for scaling solutions. Users on the social media platform earn community points by posting certain content to earn rewards. In the R cryptocurrency subreddit, these come in the form of Moon tokens, and in R Fortnite BR, the points are known as bricks. Reddit said integration of Arbitrum could potentially result in faster and cheaper transactions for the platform tokens. You'll notice transactions happen much faster, and once you created a vault, you won't have to keep claiming moons every month. They'll just show up in your vault like magic. Redditors using Moon tokens have already discovered practical financial applications simply by expressing their opinions on the platform. In January, a user by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto 7 claimed that he has used Moon tokens to pay for their rent. Another trader traded the tokens for BTC, and before the price of the crypto asset rose to more than $30,000 in January. So, big things happening on Reddit, and I look forward to see it move over to the Ethereum mainnet. Decoupling ahead, Bitcoin and Ethereum may finally snap its 36-month correlation, which we're expecting after EIP 1559 on August 4th. Well, when I say we, me, I guess. Maybe nobody else is expecting this, but whatever. I'm expecting it, okay? So, like I said, when Bitcoin rises or falls, the altcoins tend to follow. With EIP 1559 and the future prospects of Ethereum 2.0, yeah, boo-hoo, it's bad for the miners. I understand. I'm a miner. I'm not being, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I'm not being, I'm not saying anything bad against mining. What was the word I was looking for? Anyways, when I said the boo-hoo thing, I didn't mean anything disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I know, okay? It sucks. Profits may go down. We're not going to be getting the gas. It's going to get burned instead. I understand. Whatever. With all that coming in the future of Ethereum, Ethereum could take off on its own without having to need Bitcoin do the same. And that will be a good thing because I know a lot of you are mining Ethereum and stacking those sats. And it may actually be fruitful in the future to, and if you're utilizing Ethereum in some form or fashion, whether it's in DeFi, DApps, or otherwise, it may not be beneficial. Wow. Dang, we went from 33.8 to 34, so we went up 4, okay. Sweet. So, here's a chart for correlation. You can see here, basically, the last time was a while ago that Ethereum and BTC were decoupled. Once the market begins to slow, traders try to move back to liquid assets like BTC and ETH. This can offset declines for a short time, but can't maintain. Sorry. Woo. My apologies. Can't maintain market indefinitely. There are gains to be made in bear markets, but it's volatile coins and risk is high. So decoupling ahead, I'm not going to go through all because this is a lot of good information. You can check it out in the description. But I suspect, let's go look at Ethereum real quick. I suspect that, let's zoom out here. Let's get a 1 day, the daily chart. Okay, we're still bullish looking at the 1 day chart, no doubt. We're still bullish, but okay, we're gonna have a pullback. Obviously, looking at the daily, at some point in time, we gotta have a pullback. We're at 4 candles. There's 5, 3, 2. You know, it's not often we get so many candles unless there was that one run up that we had recently, right? Like we were getting way overextended here. So we might have a little bit of a pullback. So accumulate as you can, mine as you can. But we could very easily see a $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 Ethereum when it decouples from Bitcoin. When it no longer has to worry about what Bitcoin's doing, we could see some significant gains. And with Ethereum being that high, if you're a validator or a staker or anything like that, that stake amount could turn out to be really good USD. I don't have enough to become a validator. You need 32 ETH to become a validator on ETH 2.0. But there are additional ways for you to stake or there will be. Coinbase is one, but you got to wait for ETH 2.0. So unless you need those funds right now, you're going to be locking it up for a very long time. But there are ways to participate with whatever Ethereum you have if you so wanted to. So, thank you. Hey, Crypto Noob UK, man. I haven't seen you in a minute. You doing good? It will be beneficial for Ethereum to decouple from Bitcoin, okay? Before Ethereum 2.0 comes out, my suggestion is to keep stacking those sats and keep accumulating as much Ethereum as you possibly can before ETH 2.0 comes out and is no longer mineable. Got it? Cool. All right. Amazon is hiring digital currency blockchain experts, signaling a growing interest in cryptocurrency. I've been seeing a lot of jobs in the blockchain/cryptocurrency space being posted. So if you want, focus on your certs, degrees, or whatever, and try to get one of those jobs because the space isn't going anywhere and it's a new thing, right? Nobody came before you and said this is how it should be done. No, we get to pave the way. Our generation gets to pave the way for the future of blockchain and digital currencies. And if you aren't educating yourself on it, or you aren't going to school for it, or if you aren't taking classes on it, and you're not getting a job in this field, then somebody's going to take your place, and you're not going to be able to help pave the way. So if you want to be a part of this growth and not just trading or mining, I highly suggest getting yourself a higher education. If not, getting educated on some of the jobs. Look at some of the digital currency/blockchain jobs out there and see where you could fit and what matches your strengths. Amazon's looking to add a digital currency blockchain expert to its payment team, suggesting the company could be taking a more serious look at cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. According to a recent job posting, Amazon Payments Acceptance and Experience team is seeking to hire an experienced product leader to develop Amazon's digital currency blockchain strategy and product roadmap. So they're looking for a high-end individual. Okay, that's what this job posting is. You will leverage your domain expertise in blockchain, distributed ledger, central bank digital currencies, and cryptocurrency to develop the case for the capabilities which should be developed, drive overall vision and product strategy, and gain leadership, buy-in, and investment for new compatibilities, according to the job posting previously reported by Insider. And now you lost me. All right, so Amazon did confirm the job posting, and they're saying that they're inspired by the innovation happening in the cryptocurrency space and exploring what this could look like on Amazon. We believe the future will be built on new technologies that enable modern, fast, and inexpensive payments, and hope to bring the future of Amazon customers, to Amazon customers all over the world. So, I need to do some of my own higher education and learning and stuff like that. Let me put you guys back on the crypto charts. But basically, I'm looking to consult for various companies, mining operations, small tech companies, small to mid-scale tech companies. So I am looking to consult, but to do that job that I just talked about for Amazon, I need a higher education. I need to get some more work done. If you are compatible or you are perfectly capable and have the paperwork to match the requirements, I would suggest you do it. If you're just working a job that's getting you by 9 to 5 that you're okay with but isn't really making you happy, try looking into blockchain. If you like cryptocurrency so much, look into blockchain or some type of digital currency job that fits or matches your needs. Now, the catch-22 is because this is new, some of the companies you may get hired on by may not be around permanently. So I would suggest saving your money. Like when you get a contract gig in the IT field, if it's only 6 months, you would save your money for the months or weeks or days in which you're not employed and you have to get a new contract. But, with new companies, there is a risk or a chance that you may be let go after the job or the initial job has been completed. Now, I'm checking something out that you guys aren't seeing on my screen, but bear with me here. I just want to inspire you guys to try to get a job within the cryptocurrency space if you love cryptocurrency so much. So from my understanding, Amazon does not allow cryptocurrency payments as of yet. However, again, using the Coinbase card, the BitPay with your Coinbase funds, or some other like Crypto.com card, Robinhood. Well, Robinhood's not really crypto. I mean, you could buy crypto, but you can't do anything with it. What else is there? Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin and then sell it. So using those application slash cards, you can use that to check out products. The problem is unlike other websites which take direct payments, like dogelord.com, who takes crypto payments, Amazon does not. What does that mean? Will Amazon go into that in the future, citing the jobs that they've been posting? We'll have to see and find out. Hello from Venezuela. What's up, buddy? All right, let's wrap up things here. All right, so real quick. So Binance burns 390 million worth of BNB tokens, yada, 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 whatever, cool. Chain analysis exec to PayPal to lead crypto regulatory efforts. So basically, PayPal has poached the top policy exec from Chain Analysis, the industry's largest crypto tracing company, Jesse Spario, to come work for them, and this will be a support role to help bring about regulatory affairs for the crypto business as a whole, right? Because all these companies are trying to get into the crypto scene. Now let's talk about this. Now I'm planning on making a video on it. If you think I should, let me know in the live chat, or if you're watching this in the future, let me know in the comments down below. GPU price inflation dipped slightly as Ethereum downtrends continue. I have seen an improvement in GPU pricing, not MSRP, but an improvement nonetheless. I have seen tech tubers talk about the subject. I haven't seen a crypto content creator yet. I think maybe Red did or Son of a Tech did. But if you want me to weigh in on the conversation, let me know down below or in the live chat. It's really up in the air. Here's my prediction, just to give you the short ballpark version of it. End of this year, we should see things improve. Instead of it being an $1,800 GPU, it might be $1,200. Instead of it being a $1,200 GPU, it might be $800. Instead of it being an $800 GPU, it might be, $500 or something like that. So we should see improvement. Now, Intel is still working on things. We're expecting the Intel GPU, discrete graphics GPUs to come out in the future. How would that weigh in? Well, I think it's going to be beneficial mostly for the gamers, not so much for the miners at the beginning, because you got to think there's a whole new architecture that the miner devs, Phoenix miner, T-Rex miner, whatever it may be, is going to have to update their kernels in order to be compatible. So you may, get the new Intel GPU, you put it in your system, but then you can't really mine on it because the miner can't identify the kernel, which kernel to use. It can't really fully utilize the GPU. So at the first jump, it's not going to be beneficial for miners. It's only going to be beneficial for gamers. So bear that in mind. But we should see supply get better. Scalpers who are absolutely pissing me off stop having to sell. They can't sell the GPUs at the prices they once could, so they're gonna have to sell it at a lower cost, right? So remember these 3080s, they were 2,500 above, so now they're back down to 1,800. I remember when everybody was first complaining, like, oh, $1,200, $1,000, huh? Now, and then it jumped up to 2,000 plus. So yeah, I mean, pick your poison, guys. It's either this or that. Can't have it both ways. But OG 3080 for around $1,200, non-LHR card, that might be something you're looking into. The gigabyte cards, remember these cards are a pain. Remember all the heating and memory thermal issues I dealt with, Red Panda Mining's dealt with, and I have dealt with. Just be careful. But we should see things get better. This is my GPU right here. No, it's not. This is Red's GPU, which had issues. Okay, so just beware. Who is the seller? Okay, that guy. Just beware that thermals are an issue for the 3080. You're gonna have to replace the thermal pads, or I would recommend replacing the thermal pads. Let's look at the 3060 Ti. That's not bad. I mean, it's not good, right? So 3060, let's see here. RTX 3060 Ti, MSRP. What was it again? About $400, right? Yeah, so 450, something like that. It's still double, almost double basically. So, but things should get better as it moves on. Hang tight. Do you get the dog with this card? Do we get the dog with the card? Oh, I'm just curious. This is a seller that's only sold 3 things, so I wouldn't trust it. Another thing here that I want to point out, since we're on PayPal, is you can see they do not accept cryptocurrency. I believe if you could apply, it's not available for me in my country, but if you can do cryptocurrency on Venmo or whatever, then it might work out for you. But yeah, GPU prices should be getting better. We should see a surge in supply while there's a decline in pricing. GPU prices are still higher than their respective MSRPs, leading to an average price inflation of 92%, according to TechSpot figures. Indeed, the listing price of the 3060 Ti at $1,000 is about $153. Now, we just saw that we could get a 3060 Ti for around $800, which is double MSRP. So things are getting better, and this article was written on the 21st. So hang in there, give it time. If you can shop local and get something, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or whatever, go for that. And FE cards, I would get the 3060 Ti FE Founders Edition, but I wouldn't get the 3080 Founders Edition, only because the 3080 Founders Edition is super hot when you're mining. You can still do it. It still would keep itself, and you get decent hash rate. But it really doesn't matter. Right now is pretty much just get what you can get at a decent price. So good luck to you. My NVIDIA rig's filled, so I won't be buying any of those GPUs. I would like to swap out some of the older gen with the newer gen, but I don't have the money to, and I'm not going to bother. So good luck to you guys. I am looking still for RX 5700, 5700 XT cards to fill up the AMD rig. I got about 3 slots left. 1 gigabyte card's giving me trouble. I got to figure out what's going on with that. But let me know. Don't forget to sign up or check out the join button down below for X Special Forces if you want to get into the Discord. Make sure you verify, as well as check out any of the links down in the description that help out the channel, like the dojlord.com, where you get a sweet shirt such as this one right here. We're going to wrap up things here, guys, and I appreciate everybody coming and hang out from Red Panda Mining. I believe we got another stream coming from the crypto community in about an hour, so check back whatever time it is where you're at. In about 1 hour, check back in. Not with me, but I forgot who is going on in a little bit. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. I'm gonna play some WoW. Hit me up on BattleNet or Blizzard or whatever they call it now. I'm gonna play some TBC WoW and relax because it's my day off and I'm not on call. So plus I gotta go see some family. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, real quick. I'm about to go live on Twitch probably. Let me drop the link. I'm sorry. I played the ending video and then got back in. I'm such an idiot. Hang on, what's my channel? There it is. Keep an eye on Twitch if you're not subscribed already. I might go live, play some TBC on there after I catch up with my family, make sure they're squared away. I was supposed to do something with my boy Yashnik, but I postponed it because I need to educate myself on it. All right, see you guys later.